The Nintendo Switch 2 is shaping up to have one of the strongest console launches in gaming history. While the original Switch debuted with a handful of standout titles, most notably The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, its library took time to build. This time around, Nintendo seems to be going all out, ensuring that players have an exciting lineup of games right from day one. From beloved franchises making their return to brand new experiences, this is what we know so far about the confirmed Nintendo Switch 2 launch titles. Keep in mind, more announcements are likely as we get closer to the release date, so expect even more surprises. But as it stands, the Switch 2 is already looking like a must-have on day one. Mario Kart World is taking the iconic racing franchise to an insane new level with massive open-world tracks, chaotic 24-player races, and a free roam mode that lets you explore, discover shortcuts, and mess around between intense competitions. The game cranks up the action with new mechanics like rail grinding and wall jumping, making every race feel fresh and unpredictable. Weather changes mid-race, the sun sets, as you drift through neon-lit cityscapes, and a knockout tour mode puts your skills to the test in elimination-style showdowns where only the fastest survive. The character roster is bigger and wilder than ever, throwing in surprise racers like the cow from Moo Moo Meadows and the dolphin from Super Mario World. Plus, voice chat is finally here, so you can hype up your friends or talk a little smack while speeding through the most visually stunning Mario Kart yet. This isn't just another sequel, it's a complete reinvention of the Mario Kart experience.
I've got another.
You gonna turn into it?
Oh,
Yep.
there you go.
Okay.
No, you got it, you got it.
And you can just see the beautiful Temple of Time in the distance.
The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 edition transforms your adventure through Hyrule with breathtaking 4K resolution, buttery smooth 120 FPS gameplay, and HDR support that makes every sunrise and shrine glow with stunning realism. The new Zelda Notes feature in the Nintendo Switch app acts as your personal Sheikah slate, offering detailed tracking for shrines and Korok seeds, an achievement system to showcase your heroic feats, and voice memos from Princess Zelda herself guiding you through your quest. Auto-build sharing lets you swap your wildest contraption blueprints with friends via QR codes, unleashing endless creative possibilities.
We've got a lot of ground to cover.
And if you missed that in the direct, Zelda Notes is a service that's part of the Nintendo Switch app, and it's designed to be used with both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Yep, that's right.
I'm just going to speed up down this.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City.
Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is about to blow your mind on Nintendo Switch 2, bringing the chaotic, neon-filled streets of Night City to a whole new level. With this edition, you're not just getting the original game, but also the action-packed Phantom Liberty expansion, blending deep storytelling, high-octane combat, and world-shaking decisions all in one package. The game fully taps into the power of the Switch 2 with enhanced graphics, lightning-fast load times, and features like motion controls and touchscreen commands, making it easier than ever to dive into the dark underworld. Customize your character, hack through security systems, and engage in wild shootouts.
We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination.
Hitman World of Assassination Signature Edition brings the acclaimed stealth action series to the Nintendo Switch 2, offering players an immersive experience as Agent 47, the world's ultimate assassin, navigating a series of intricate missions across diverse global locales. This edition encompasses the complete trilogy, Hitman, Hitman 2, and Hitman 3, providing a vast array of content, including the main campaign, contracts mode, escalations, elusive target arcades, and the new freelancer game mode, a roguelike option for those seeking even more variety and challenges. Pre-ordering the Signature Edition unlocks exclusive in-game items, such as Mario and Luigi-themed outfits, a golden wrench, and a mushroom, adding a unique flair to Agent 47's wardrobe.
On sight, the possibilities are endless. Everything is a weapon in a creative assassin's hands. Surrounding you is a living, breathing world of opportunity. Action
A sliver of land sparks a brutal war, and a young woman gets caught in the
Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is a reimagined edition of the iconic origin story, packed with new features and an even more immersive experience that dives deep into the chaotic streets of 1980s Japan. This expanded version comes with 26 minutes of newly added cutscenes, offering deeper emotional layers and more context to the storylines of Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima. With the enhanced visuals, boasting 60 frames per second and 4K resolution in TV mode, players are treated to stunning graphical upgrades, bringing the neon-lit cityscapes and intense action sequences to life in breathtaking detail. But that's not all. New additions like the Red Light Raid mode, a 4-player online mode, bring even more depth to the experience with new unlockable characters and side content that's guaranteed to keep you engaged for hours.
cooperative online battles. Team up with players from around the world to raid the Red Light District's hordes of punks.
Thanks, Danny. I'll take over from here. Prepare to immerse yourself in a captivating blend of action and strategy with Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess, where you embody a deity on a mission to purify a mountain plagued by corruption, engaging in intense battles against nightmarish creatures while managing resources and protecting a vulnerable maiden, all within a dynamic day-night cycle that keeps you on your toes. This edition introduces enhanced controls, including mouse and gyro support, providing a fresh and immersive experience for both newcomers and veterans of the series. Street Fighter 6 is dropping on the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's bringing the heat with a roster of iconic fighters and insane new modes. You can dive into classic one-on-one battles, or shake things up with new party modes like Gyro Battle and Calorie Contest, all designed to take full advantage of the Joy-Con 2's unique features. There's cross-play support, so you can fight friends across platforms, and the game introduces amiibo figures of fan favorites like Luke, Jamie, and Kimberly, plus 22 collectible amiibo cards featuring the entire roster.
I am the pride of the Shiranui!
Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster transports players back to Luxembourg, a world where 4 elemental crystals maintain peace and balance, with enhanced high-definition graphics, a redesigned user interface, and 2 new minigames that utilize the Nintendo Switch 2's Joy-Con 2 mouse functionality, offering both returning fans and newcomers an immersive experience. The remaster also introduces quality-of-life features, such as adjustable battle speeds and customizable random encounter rates, allowing players to tailor their adventure to their preferences. Square Enix producer Tomoya Asano expressed excitement about revisiting the game's 10-year legacy, aiming to continue the series' lineage into the future.
A spark of hope. I cannot turn back now.
Just go for a walk in the woods.
Okay, just splashing around, looking for some Korok friends.
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 edition is taking an already legendary game and cranking it up to an insane new level with 4K resolution, 60 FPS, and practically no load times, making Hyrule feel smoother and more alive than ever. HDR support makes sunsets glow, and every blade of grass pop with stunning detail. But this isn't just a visual upgrade. Players get a second save slot to start fresh without losing their progress. Plus, a new Zelda Notes feature that helps track shrines, Korok seeds, and even includes voice memos from Princess Zelda herself.
Well, and the other thing that we haven't seen in this side-by-side comparison, but even opening the menus and switching between the different tabs of the menus is a lot smoother and quicker in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition when you compare it to the old version. So.
Yeah, and we'll have a chance to check that out in just a little bit when we get into Tears of the Kingdom.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the difference here is just amazing.
Quick panorama. Yeah.
And I mean, you know, he's hanging out in the forest because that's why wouldn't you? Like, why
wouldn't
want
you?
to just be hanging out in a peaceful.
Hogwarts Legacy is bringing the magic of the wizarding world to Nintendo Switch 2, where you'll live out your fantasy of being a young witch or wizard attending Hogwarts in the 1800s, facing challenges and forging your own path in a story full of mystery, adventure, and danger. Explore the vast, open world, from the enchanted halls of the castle to the dark depths of the Forbidden Forest. Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening Complete Edition immerses players in the tumultuous Sengoku period of 16th century Japan, where they assume the role of powerful daimyos striving to unify the nation under their banner through a blend of military strategy and political savvy. This comprehensive edition encompasses the base game along with 6 new scenarios, such as the birth of Nobunaga, and introduces decisive battles that allow large clans to engage in pivotal conflicts, potentially altering the course of history. Players can appoint officers to influence political and economic strategies, manage territories, and oversee the development of their clans, all while experiencing enhanced graphics and mouse compatibility for a more immersive gameplay experience.
これまで配信されたダウンロードコンテンツを収録。武将数2200人以上、イベント数380以上、シリーズ40年の集大成。かつてない
sci-fi stories. This one is all about gravity.
Split Fiction throws you and a friend into a mind-bending adventure where reality is constantly shifting, blending sci-fi, fantasy, and pure chaos into one unforgettable co-op experience. One second, you're rewriting a medieval prophecy. The next, you're hacking through a cyberpunk city while being chased by a glitching time cop. The game thrives on unpredictability, with every level introducing fresh mechanics, wild set pieces, and plot twists that make no sense, in the best way possible. Co-op is the heart of the experience, featuring split reality gameplay where each player sees and interacts with a slightly different version of the world, forcing you to communicate and adapt fast.
With its unique set of abilities to help them get to the next level. At Hazelight, we really love gameplay variety. That's why we added side stories that are completely different from the main path. Side stories are found in the main levels and looks like a portal. Once you enter, you end up in a new world.
Fascinating.
For example, how about flying around in space?
Deltarune is back with a bang, dropping not 1, but 2 new chapters alongside the first 2, making it a 4-chapter extravaganza that's set to launch on June 5th. Dive back into the quirky, heartwarming, and sometimes downright bizarre world where you'll team up with familiar faces like Chris, Susie, and Ralsei, and encounter a host of new characters that'll charm and challenge you in equal measure. With its signature blend of bullet-dodging battles, laugh-out-loud humor, and a soundtrack that's sure to get stuck in your head, this release promises to deliver hours of entertainment and surprises.
To store food for hungry mouths. Its location decided.
Civilization 7 Nintendo Switch 2 Edition takes empire building to new heights with jaw-dropping visuals, innovative controls, and deeper strategy that will have you lost in the game for hours. You'll dive into managing everything from diplomacy and war to culture, science, and religion as you attempt to dominate the world or shape it through peaceful means, all while balancing the needs of your people and making tough decisions that will affect your civilization's future. The Nintendo Switch 2 edition introduces enhanced controls like mouse support and gyro mechanics for more precise management of your empire, whether you're directing military campaigns or navigating complex diplomacy.
We pursue advancements in technology to serve the needs of our people. Breakthroughs in irrigation further enhance our food production, while sailing unlocks our ability to traverse the nearby waters. It is now possible to journey further and expand our empire.
Kids find this old tattered map. Off they went, armed with nothing.
Survival Kids is an upcoming co-op survival adventure game exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. Developed in collaboration with Unity, this reimagined classic invites players to join 4 curious kids who, after discovering a tattered map, embark on a journey that leads them to a mysterious world. Stranded across a series of uncharted islands atop colossal whale turtle creatures known as Wordles, players must collaborate to explore diverse environments, gather resources, and craft essential tools to survive.
Well, I think that's everything. Let's set sail.
2大アクションパズルゲーム頂上決戦が
Puyo Tetris 2S is an enhanced edition of the popular puzzle game, combining the classic gameplay of Puyo and Tetris with new features and modes, including the Puyo Tetris doubles mode for cooperative play. This version introduces enhanced graphics and utilizes the Nintendo Switch 2's mouse functionality, offering a more immersive gaming experience.
今作では新モード一緒にぷよテトが登場。2人で1つのフィールドを操作する協力モードだよ。さらにマウス操作にも対応。ポインター機能を使って友達の試合をサポートすることもできるよ。1人でも2人でも。
神器になってます。はい、そうですね。今回魔法は神器になってます。
Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma is an upcoming action RPG and life simulation game set in the eastern land of Azuma, where players will embody the Earth Dancer to combat the spreading blight and restore hope to the land. The game features a blend of farming, action, and RPG elements, with players managing farms, engaging in combat, and building relationships with various characters. A limited edition, the Earth Dancer accessory set will be available, including the original soundtrack consisting of 56 tracks across 2 CDs, a 160-page art book, an Azuma-inspired folding fan, and a plush Woolby keychain.
今乗れる？あ、乗れた。あ、乗れた。いけ馬。いけ馬。いけやれ。やれ。いけ馬。あれ PV より威力低いぞ。馬どうした？ X の攻撃とか使うと魔法使えます。馬いなくなった。ぜひ神器も使って参加してみてください。リングコマンドは L ボタンと開きます。L ボタン。はい。
Where the mouse sensor is. So it says these sensors check the surface they're on.
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is the ultimate hands-on experience that throws you into a vibrant, interactive world designed to showcase everything the new console can do in the most fun way possible. Imagine stepping into a virtual Nintendo museum packed with secrets, challenges, and mini-games that let you test out new features like enhanced motion controls, ultra-responsive Joy-Con 2 haptics, and a buttery smooth 120 frames per second display. Play through themed zones that highlight everything from lightning-fast load times to mind-blowing graphical upgrades while collecting hidden Easter eggs and unlocking exclusive in-game rewards.
This is a great interactive way for you to experience it, especially like some of these things that we're going to see a little bit later. You really want to have your own personal experience to really get an appreciation of what you're going to see and feel.
And part of that is that here we see one of the components is the quiz kiosks here. And that is really like a rare look kind of behind the curtain about how this system...
Fortnite, the globally popular battle royale game, is set to make its debut on the Nintendo Switch 2, bringing its signature blend of fast-paced action, strategic gameplay, and a vibrant, ever-evolving world to the new console. Players will engage in 100-player battles, utilizing building mechanics and a vast array of weapons to outlast opponents. The Switch 2 version promises performance enhancements, including up to 1080p at 120 frames per second in performance mode, or up to 4K at 60 frames per second, ensuring a smooth and immersive gaming experience. Additionally, the Switch 2's redesigned Joy-Con controllers, featuring magnetic attachments and enhanced battery life, aim to provide precise controls, especially beneficial in the game's dynamic combat scenarios. Arcade Archive's 2 Ridge Racer is an upcoming release that brings the original arcade version of the classic racing game to the Nintendo Switch 2, marking its first appearance on a home system. Developed by Hamster Corporation, this title is set to launch with Switch 2. This version offers players the opportunity to experience the pioneering 3D racing gameplay that defined the original arcade hit. The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, originally released for the GameCube, is among the classic titles being reintroduced through Nintendo Switch Online's GameCube Classics collection, accessible to Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack members. This version offers enhanced features, including options for retro screen filters and widescreen gameplay, providing both nostalgic and modernized experiences. Additionally, a wireless controller modeled after the original GameCube controller will be available for purchase, offering an optional and authentic gaming experience. F-Zero GX, a high-speed racing game that originally debuted on the GameCube, is set to make a return as part of the Nintendo Switch Online service on the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. This version will feature enhanced graphics, customizable controls, and online multiplayer capabilities. SOULCALIBUR 2, the iconic weapon-based fighting game, is set to make a triumphant return on the Nintendo Switch 2 through Nintendo Switch Online, offering both nostalgic veterans and newcomers the chance to experience its deep combat system, diverse roster, and memorable stages. This enhanced version boasts improved graphics, customizable controls, and online multiplayer support for up to 4 players, ensuring that every battle is as thrilling as the last.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.